Hi YouTube. It's been a while now. You know, I've been thinking about the idea of making myself a strop block with me razor leather strop, and put it on a block that a friend of mine made. Very nice guy who I met on the forum to do with my pickup trucks, and he works a lot to do with real oak, you know, green oak and dry oak. The massive constructions for like churches and huge like barn conversions in garages and sheds, you name it, anything to do with oak is your man. So luckily I got him to find me a nice bit, which he very kindly sent to me, which is exactly the right size for my leather strop to just fit on top. Now all I've got to do basically is just to tidy up some of this, you know, only a tiny amount, you know, bits like this, because I want it looking quite nice and I want it to sort of keep, and I'm going to hand it down through generations in the family, so it's going to be a nice bit of kit. To stick the strop to the wood, I'm going to use this stuff. We use it at work quite a bit, and it's very, very strong, like High Bonds Tapes Limited. And basically what it is, it's a double-sided, very, very sticky tape, basically double-sided. And if you notice, it's got like, I don't know, it's probably about 1.5 mm to 2 mm thick, just to give it a little bit of give. So the idea being is once that's on there, with the thickness of this, which is about 3 or 4 mm thick, it's good quality stuff this, with the tape underneath, it's going to give it a little tiny bit of give. So when you're doing convex type sharpening, you know, it's going to have that bit of give in it. And also you can just, you know, do just normal grinds of it as well. So yeah, that's the idea behind it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give this a quick clean up and just crack on really. And obviously I've got some stick on feet there, which Scott knows all about. That's just going to go underneath to sort of stop it moving around too much. That's the plan. And to top of that, I've got some of the old jeweler's rouge. I've got the brass one because I've been looking into it, and that's supposed to be the finest grit, as it were, inside. So when you just do backwards and forwards, it's going to be very high and polished to get rid of the fine, you know, the burrs and all the rest of it. So basically you get a nice clean cut to make it razor sharp. So okay, without further ado, let's get on with it. Roll the sleeves up and crack on. I've just got two sandpaper bits here, 120 and 180. Basically that's all I had available, so that's just the way it goes, you know, that's the way it is. So let me see. Let's get the, I think I'm going to choose that bit for the bottom. Is this, you know, rather than taking all that off, that's going to be, I'm just going to crack on with this, just to take the marks out of it really. Nice piece of oak as well actually. I asked him to dig me out an oak, and it didn't cost a lot to get it to me. He's over in Devon, by the way, which is not too far from where I am. It's a long enough drive, but you know, it's sort of one of them ones a couple hundred miles away. So these are details right there. Check them out. Anything to do with oak, they're the people to see. So nice one, Tom. Thanks for that. Right, it's going to take a bit of rubbing, so I'm going to get back to you, so we'll see how this progresses in a sec. Right, that took some sanding, but I didn't get it all out because basically I just haven't got the right size grit, but there you go. So right, on to the next stage. Right, the next stage is going to be this side, the mankier side, is where I'm going to put the strop. So first thing I've got to do basically is cut it. Because obviously, I don't know why they supply it like this, probably to put a hole in it so they can attach it when they do the barbershop stuff. Anyhow, right, just basically just get it to the right side. So all I'm looking at really is just, I'll have a little knot. That's a shame. I can mark that. Right. Let's mark it with colours. Right. Let's move that outside, out of the way. Right, let's see. We'll just cut that to the right to fit the width. I'm hoping that's the right angle. It'll have to do. Gives it that rustic charm, don't you think, if it's not exactly square. But yeah, I've got this on the internet as well, incidentally. Took me a while to track it down, but this is a real quality thick piece. In actual fact, I'll give you the measurements. Yeah, it's going to be quite a decent size stropping block for all intents and purposes. Yeah, we're coming out at 25.5 inches long, which is what, 650 millimeters, 65 centimeters if you will. It's just over 3 inches wide, so it's going to be great for, you know, most sizes of knives really, including the machete. Because it's okay, but these little tiny strop, no, it's, I want something big really. So yeah, we've got 3 inches, which is what, 75 mil, 7.5 centimeters wide. And the block itself is that size, obviously, which is 2 inches thick, solid oak, all the way from the southwest of England, so we're lucky. So basically that's just going to fit onto there. Yeah, this is looking good. So the next thing I need to do, make sure there's no dust anywhere. So let's just move the lever to one side. Bit of a blow job. Right. Basically, I'm just going to use this because it's nearly pure alcohol really, 99.8 I think it is % pure alcohol. Let's get all the dust off. Let's just get that little mist up. We're going to be adhering to. Colour change. Wow, it's cool, isn't it? Let's get all that dust off of there, including the edges, everything. You see it evaporating quite quick because the alcohol comes in. So all I'm going to do now, pull my sleeves up a bit, it's quite warm here today. Yeah, using this super stuff. Now I was going to do a little board all the way around and go inside, but no, I thought of a better idea. I'm just going to lay it over the top and chop off the excess. So yeah, all I'm going to do, go right to the edge. I love it. It smells a bit funny, this stuff. I suppose you could get high if you really wanted to. But yeah, I'm just going to run that all the way to the edge. Just, you know, this is okay to work with actually. It's only really strong when you press it down and leave it for a bit. But you can, you know, manoeuvre it around quite easily. I say I want to get this pretty spot on this edge. You know, because hopefully this is only going to be done once. I don't want to come back and do it again. So you get the first edge nice and straight, all the others should follow really. So you've got a tiny little bit of bending in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm just going to roughly chop it. Just like your onions when you're cooking. Roughly chop. Alright, give it a good old press down now. Make sure that's really stuck on there. And yeah, I'm just going to carry on. And so you're not worried about the edges because I'm just going to trim all them with the old utility knife after. And so the closer you can get these together, so it's almost one big sticky block, you know, hopefully it's not going to have any gaps in it, which means, I don't know, I suppose if you are stropping, you want to get tiny little ups and downs, as it were, along the profile of the flatness of the leather. So I want to try and keep a nice and steady on there. So I don't want no gaps. I'm glad I got the spray to get rid of all the sawdust. easy to cut this up. So right, I'm going to carry on with this for a couple of minutes to get this done, because I don't want this being like an half an hour long video really. Right, there it is. It's all on there now, and I think I've got them pretty close. There's not too many visible lines there, not enough I don't believe to make a difference. Oh yeah, it's just like a big sandwich really, in between there. So, the next bit. Right, I'm going to have to do brand new blade in there, so it should hopefully cut straight through that and trim it off nicely. I think I'll start just do 2 at a time from the back. Yeah, 1 at a time I think is a good idea. Good job, it's a nice razor sharp blade already, because you know already that's starting to pull as I drag the blade back towards me. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty good actually. I might do it. Just curl it over a bit there. White more. Yeah, I was, you know, starting into all this sort of idea about knives and keeping them sharp and stuff. It's a progression for me, really. I mean, I think the first thing I've done when I got the K-bar, I looked into, you know, what's the best sharpening stones, you know, for the K-bar that people, you know, like to use. Because obviously I'm new to all this, I need to learn. So you know, Google and all the rest of it, and it come up with Arkansas stone. So I've got these tiny little ones to start out with, and you know I didn't really know what I was doing. You know the ankles kept moving as I was dragging it because I was new to it all. Wasn't really doing a lot, so I just fed up with that. I gave them to my dad. He can use them for like general utility sharpening and all the rest of it because they're so small and very hard to get on. And obviously, listening and learning from Scott from Wessex Blades. Used the old Japanese waterstone, and that was amazing, a massive improvement. But I think I found, I started looking further into sharpening. He was getting them sharp, but it wasn't like, sharp where you can actually shave your hair with. And the only way I believe you can get to that is using the old leather strop. And I stumbled across Spartan John's Dennis. Nice channel, check Dennis's channel out. He's a lovely lad from over in Romania, I think it is. Yeah, so I thought, well, okay, leather strop's the way to go, and also, confirmed by Kylie and Verto Voice Wacko and Gavco and Mike, all the rest of them. They all seem to be using the old leather strops. So I thought, okay, right, I'll make one. So here I am. Anyway, right, the next thing I need to do is, because this is smooth on one side, which is the side I'm after, I need to get the other side. Now there's tiny little bits on there, so I need to get them off-ish. So it will stick better. I might have to do this on the edge. I don't know if you can see it in the camera shot or not. You might do, you might not. I don't know what this is doing to the blade. On the rough side. Probably taking it straight off. But I don't care, I've got loads of new blades. They're all disposable, they're all work ones, so yeah. In the bin it goes and chuck on a new blade. So I might be just wasting my time, but I thought it makes sense getting all the little dusty bits off before I stick it on. Right. I'll even try blasting this just to get some of that little bits out. As I say, this is good because it's alcohol, so it's just going to evaporate. When you're sticking things like this, you need to get as much dust off and little particles and the rest of it as you can, really. Right. dust free. Right, let's see. Now, because this stuff's so good, it's a bit of a pain to peel off because it's so sticky. So this should be fun. So you only need a little bit on each corner, and then you can use that knife. Yeah, it's little leather strops evaporated already. That's good stuff. As I say, I'm only going to get one shot of this when I go to lay it down, so I've got to be real cool. No dicking about with this, straight on. God, this stuff's so sticky. It reminds me of the old adverts in the UK. Years ago, I think it was in the 70s or the 80s, Solvay. You know when I used to get that bloke, glue him on a bit of bloody plywood or something and fly him over the Thames. Just to prove how sticky it was. Well, this ain't far off it by the look of it. But, you know, you won't catch me flying over the Thames with this stuff on my back, I'll tell you that. Trust in that, I ain't silly. Alright. Yeah, all good. There's a little tiny guy on there, I'm going to get that off because that's just going to bug me, that is. That's just going to get on my nerves. Alright, cheers over. Alright, let's get this all off in one go. Let's be clever. Look at this. Hey! Attack of the Martian spiders. Right, let's get that. Fop that off out of the way. Right. This is going to be the start and end, I think. So, yeah. One more little blow off. Alright, how am I going to do this? It's the best way. I think I'll just... Oh, I don't know. Decisions. Look at me. I'm all over the place. I'm just going to get it on there. So once it's on, it's on. So I can feel it around the edge. Yeah, that's cool. I can just guide it. Hey! One stropping block. So I can do about 4 of these voices lined up, but I just press it in there. Or I can just put a carpet over it and drive over it on my truck. And that'll press it down, won't it? 1.5 tons that truck, that should do it. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be one of those and really look after, because it can come off, and I should imagine if it's stored in the shed, you know, with the sun coming through the windows, it might, I don't know, lift off a little bit, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. As I say, this is just a first off really. That's what I did. Right, that was all. I'll just do another, get some more dust off. So I'll put the old rubber feet on now. Where's the rubber feet? Here we are. So I'm just going to have one on each corner. Yeah, so I don't want to slipping around everywhere on the bench. These are cool, these rubber feet, as Scott from Wessex Blades know about. I sent him a shitload full because you know, we get loads from work, and the product that we use them on, they're supplied and we don't use them, so we actually throw them away. We have got literally thousands of these, thousands of them. Not this actual one, because Richard uses, but the smaller ones that Scott knows about. Yeah, I mean in the last 2 years we must have thrown out about bloody 4,000 of them really. But you know, you know me, I don't like throwing stuff out. So I've kept a little stash back. Gave Scott a tiny amount, and I've got loads myself. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're always handy to have. You never know you're going to need things like that. So there you have it, boys and girls. And that ain't moving anywhere. Nice block. Now on to the next bit. This got a feed bag. I think these will last a long time, to be honest. And yeah, it's pretty good size to just wipe over the whole thing. So yeah, solid. Let's just get started, shall we? Why not? Oh, smell that. It's like the old crayons when you were at school, your colouring in pads and stuff. what side to use. I think I'll go at an angle like that. I'm just going to rub it on there. I say it's the first time this has gone on. Yeah, that's it. Don't be shy. Get it on. Well, I know I've seen videos of people using hair dryers to warm the leather up and stuff and all the rest of it. But I don't really want to try that. I mean, hundreds of people, thousands of people put this on without using heat guns and hair dryers. So if it's good enough for them, why not? Just do it the old traditional way, really. Just rub it on there. I'm not sure exactly how much to put on. I've got a feeling it's going to last a long time actually. I tried a bit on my wedding ring the other week when I cut this through the post. Just a little tiny bit, just rubbed on with my finger. And got some of this just cheap blue workshop rag and rubbed it. My God, it did. It looked like it was thrown out of the jewellers. Fantastic. It was like the day I chose it. I got engaged to my lovely wife. She was in the old wedding rings. God, that's a long time ago. Yeah. I hope this is going to sharpen the blades up. Right. I'm not going to go too bad. I think that's going to be enough now. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how much to put on. But to start off with, that looks pretty damn good to me. So let's put that away, nice and safe. Close the bloody thing up. Oh, yes. It is, it's like going back to bloody school. So without further ado, I'll do my first strop. Right now, let me see. Bravo necker, K-bar, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a big advice though. If it's short, let me go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. K-bar it is. Now this is just that 3-in-1 oil on it. Because every time I use this out in the field, I always come back and I wash it with hot water with fairy liquid and rinse it all off and dry it off and give it a good spray of 3-in-1 or WD-40. It's usually 3-in-1 because I like that stuff. So keep your tools in good nick. And what was it? I think Kylie was saying, when you're stropping these, you can feel the biting point so you know where the edge is. That's so important because you can just really cock this up if you don't know what you're doing. So I'll just go along backwards like that until I find where it bites. Right there. So that is the angle I know. And of course you're going away, the opposite way, as you do, when you use your sharpening stone. Yeah, thanks so much to Kylie for that. That was a great tip, finding out where the edge is, because I didn't know before. So I don't know what this is going to come out like. This is the first time I've ever done this. I'm not sure of the exact technique I'm supposed to use around the edge there. Actually, let's try this one, it might look better on the camera. So I'm going forwards, there's the point where it stops, that's the angle you want. And you just, wow, that's it. It's quite easy really, not easier than I thought for the first time. So I don't know what difference this is going to make. As I say, I'm learning out all this stuff and trying it out. So if this works out, and others want to have a go for the first time, go for it. I mean, you can buy like these stropping things on eBay and things already done, but I just like making my own stuff really. Of course, you've got grandkids and all the rest of it. What's in Granddad's shed? Oh look. Oh yeah, didn't he make a video when he made that? Oh yeah. Yeah, I just love that concept, really do. I don't know how many times you're supposed to do this backwards and forwards, but bloody hell. Shit. This feels like it's getting sharp already. I'm just going to do one side at a time really. think you're supposed to press quite hard. And try and keep the angles straight. Without, you know, bending it around, because you don't want to convex it. Grind like this. Yeah, I'm going to keep going on that because I might be here for a while. And I'll try a paper test. Yeah, I think I've done, I don't know, about 20 passes each side. I say, I don't know if I've got more wax on there or I've got too much on, so if you could let us know. Expert opinions gratefully received. Right. Let's just see what it's like for paper. I haven't done this before, so you're the first. I don't know what it's going to be like. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think the leather works. Shit. It's really clean as well. That's cool. Yeah, we're liking that. Oh. It's like it's not even there, effortless. I think that's what you're looking for, isn't it? Yeah. So that works. So there you go, guys. Make your own. It's easy. I mean, these things I've done, it's not, you don't have to go eBay and spend 50 quid or whatever. Just get yourself a bit of wood. I mean, that bit of wood didn't cost me bug all, like £10, including postage. I mean, if I lived next door to them, they'd give it to me probably. So, and in the leather, I forget, what was that, about 10, 13 pounds, something like that. And that's it. You know, this is like £4, I don't know, $6, whatever. You know, that's going to last you, well, it will last then. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and you know, I hope it inspires you to do something of a similar nature. Because you know, I had fun doing that. As I say, it's going to last me. Nice bit of oak too. Look at that. I want to put some linseed oil. Give it a rub. Why not? So, cheers, guys.